The political war over caste data has reignited after Congress leader Pawan Khera today alleged that the BJP government is deliberately omitting the word caste from its notification for the upcoming Census 2027 socioeconomic survey. In fact, according to Mr Khera, this omission is not accidental and that it reflects BJP's long-standing discomfort with caste-based enumeration and the party's unwillingness to confront social inequities. And this is something that's an allegation that Pawan Khera has made. Now, the BJP has shot back to this very sharply, saying that BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla has responded to this. He has accused the Congress party of spreading fake news and being a factory of lies. He has rejected the claim that the BJP has taken a U-turn on caste surveys, citing official statements. In fact, PIB press releases that clearly mention caste enumeration will be part of the upcoming census. Shehzad Poonawalla also pointed to Congress party's historical failure that he claimed to act on Kaka Kalelkar and Mandal Commission reports, accusing the party of consistently betraying OBC interest. Before I bring in my guest, let's listen into what Pawan Khera and Shehzad Poonawalla said today.
Governments are not run through press releases. Governments are run, the decisions are declared through notifications, through government orders. Here is the Telangana GO in October 2024. And this clearly states on 3 places the word caste. So if the survey, the socio-economic survey is being done, it is being done on every caste group. This is the real intent which can be seen through this GO. Now here is the Government of India notification of yesterday. Where is the word caste? Where have they written socio-economic survey of caste groups? They haven't.
कांग्रेस पार्टी फेक न्यूज की फैक्ट्री है, कांग्रेस पार्टी झूठ की जननी है। अभी कांग्रेस पार्टी बेनकाब हुई है 2 झूठ फैलाते हुए कि G7 में भारत को इनवाइट नहीं आया, हमारी नीति फेल हो गई। असीम मुनीर को यूएस आर्मी डे में बुला लिया, हमारी नीति फेल हो गई। कास्ट सेंसस पर यू टर्न हो गया, कास्ट सेंसस का कहीं जिक्र नहीं है। कांग्रेस पार्टी को पता होना चाहिए कि 15 जून की प्रेस रिलीज में पीआईबी ने साफ साफ लिखा है, भारत सरकार की ओर से साफ साफ कहा गया है कि कास्ट एन्यूमरेशन किया जाएगा।
Okay, joining us now is Shama Mohammed of the Congress Party. We have Gopal Krishna Agarwal of the BJP. Thank you both of you for being part of this broadcast. Shama, to you first. The centre has not only notified the census, it has also clarified, citing earlier press releases, that caste will be enumerated. In fact, the BJP is blaming the Congress Party for junking the caste survey data in Karnataka and going for fresh enumeration. How would you respond to that?
First and foremost, Vasudha, you're a very senior journalist. When Pawan spoke, after that you put up a guy who I don't even take him, seriously. Somebody, Shehzad Poonawalla, somebody who's abused Biharis. So please do not put up such bites of such people. When there is a Pawan Khera talking something, put up serious, there are serious senior spokespersons of the party. Don't get this guy, and I'm not going to respond to him at all. Now to you, I will respond. They put up a notification. They don't use the word caste. We cannot trust this government. We know from the time when they said in 2014, MSP will be 50% plus cost. And next year itself, Mutkul Rohtagi goes to the Supreme Court and says, we can't do it. 2017, they had said that before 2017, they would waive off farmers' loan. Mr. Arun Jaitley in Parliament said, we cannot do it. So they continuously lie. And let's not forget, last time, before the Bihar election, Nirmala Sitharaman said, we will give free vaccines to each and every one of you in Bihar. I remember that very well. And after the election, people had to pay money to get those vaccinations. So this is that time she is the finance minister and she was the finance minister. And it's a minister giving this promise and they don't do it. Now they very cleverly did not put caste, and tomorrow they'll say, isme to caste to likha nahi humne. So this is what they are. Remember, let's also not forget, they've promised many things. 2022, they would make it a 5 trillion economy. They would double the farmers' income. They would give everybody housing. I mean, we know this party. Okay. A lot of promise, and they themselves said, wo to sab jumla hai. So we do not trust. And one last point, Rahul Gandhi sincerely wants a caste census, and we will do it, and we want to, and since we are not in the government, but this is, when we said we wanted caste census, we were called urban Naxals. I still remember this. And even in Parliament, they said, there's nothing called a caste census. We're going to just do a census. Okay. So we understand that these are all lies. And they can say,
Mr. Agarwal, Shama has made a lot of points. One, of course, the fact that the BJP was not very keen on caste census. And this is something that the Congress party has been saying, that it's been a U-turn, and the fact that phrases such as urban Naxals were used in the past. How do you respond to this? What is it about the BJP's, about the centre's notification that you would say also talks about caste census? Because although we've had press releases, how would you respond to Congress party saying that the word caste was not mentioned in the official notification? Mr. Agarwal, you'll have to unmute yourself.
I would just like to underline one word from Shama Mohammadji's statement. She said that she will not believe this government. That means their utter neglect of democratic process. This is the third time that the people of India has given the mandate to our government, Modi ji's government, and still the Congress is not accepting this government statements or anything. That means they have utter neglect of democracy, of the country, mandate of the people. Second thing is, they won't believe anything. For everything, even surgical strike, for everything they want a proof. They will believe what Pakistan will say. They will believe on creating false narrative in, before the final things come out. They did it for CAA, they did it for surgical strike, they did it for other things. Everything they will just preempt the issues, and then they will say that no, this has not been said. The clear PIB and Ministry of Home Affairs spokesperson has put out the detail where he underlines that the census will include caste enumeration. You can use what word you use. You use the word census, and what it will have, and it will enumerate the caste. So where is the problem? You will preempt everything, and then you will create a false narrative about things.
But Mr. Agarwal, the allegation that it's a U-turn, it's an afterthought. What do you have to say about that? Because it's not that the BJP was pushing for caste census, right? So how do you respond to that?
When the Congress is saying that you do what Telangana has done or what other their states rule, they have done surveys. You cannot equate surveys with census. Census is a constitutional process. There is a procedure of it. The government has to go follow that procedure. We are following that. The government has announced it in the floor of the parliament that we are going to do the caste census. Then Congress should have patience and wait for it.
Okay, Shama, that's an important point that he's making. I also saw, the criticism of the Congress party saying that the Telangana survey was bottom up, where you also met a lot of people belonging to a certain community, understand, the socio-economic realities of communities, and not just enumeration. But census is a data-driven exercise, right? Even the Congress party conducted census for several years. A census has to be different from survey, isn't it?
No, I totally agree. We can't do that. No, like you said, the government does the caste census, not the opposition. So since we do not have the power, what we do
census.
Okay, Mr. Agarwal, let her finish. I'll come back to you, sir.
But it is not called caste census. It is said census. Constitutional procedure is there.
Okay, it is a census in which caste will be enumerated. Yeah, Shama, please go on. It's
called a caste census. Since he is illiterate, I cannot continue about that. But it is caste census, and we have done something like this in Telangana, and we also inducted 3 new. I'm leaving the debate, Vasudha. I don't want to
let Shama respond, sir. I'm coming back.
I did not interrupt him.
No, I just want to ask, is Telangana...
I will let Shama respond. Let's just have Shama, yes. Let's just have Shama.
I'm not going to respond to these sort of people.
Okay, let's just have Shama. I'll come back to you, Mr. Agarwal.
I'll exit. I'm not interested in being such debates. I will exit. I'm telling you. I don't
Shama, respond. I'll come back to Mr.
I'm very clear. I do not like such people. So I will not, I'll leave the debate.
You may not like me. That is not our problem.
I don't like such people.
Okay, Shama, please respond.
Childish.
Yeah.
No,
let's just have Shama, please.
This is corporate behavior I'm not interested in.
No, I just want to ask, is it survey or...
I did not interrupt, Vasudha.
Let us just have Shama. Yeah, please respond, ma'am.
So what I'm trying to say is in Telangana, what happens, why do we need this caste census? Let's understand that also. It's also to know various things, how much literacy has gone into these backward classes, economically how developed they are, whether they are able to get jobs in government jobs also, or are they getting into corporate world in high positions, multiple things. So in Telangana, after this, we have also inducted OBCs into our cabinet recently. See, when we say something, one second, we do it. And one more thing.
But Shama, in Karnataka, you had to redo the survey, right? So that's also a criticism that you're facing.
That's an issue because it was 10 years. That was 10 years old. No.
Okay, let her respond. Mr. Agarwal, I'll come back to you. Yeah.
I don't give a
Shama,
damn.
yes, quickly respond to that.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say, in Karnataka, it is 10 years old. We did not put it out. So things change. So we definitely have to do another. Okay. And he's talked about Citizenship Amendment Act. I want to ask
Okay, fair enough. Let me get Mr. Agarwal's response now. Mr. Agarwal, Shama is saying that it's just going to be a bureaucratic exercise. How are you going to make it?
Citizenship Amendment Act? Your Citizenship Amendment Act is where? Which state?
Okay, Mr. Agarwal, the Congress is saying that the census that's been promised by the centre is just going to be a bureaucratic exercise. It will not look into socio-economic realities of people. Of course, the census is conducted by the centre. It's largely data-driven. But how will you respond to that?
I will just respond with one word, that Rahul Gandhi must have told Shamaji that these will not be included. Wait for it. The process is going on. The government has promised on the floor of the house. And the thing is, for 60 years, Congress has ruled this country. What did they do? They did not give a constitutional status to OBC Commission. The amount of welfare schemes, their targeted delivery, everywhere there is a big data that our government has been doing. 55 crore people have bank account has been opened. Okay. More than 36 lakh crore fund have been transferred to them directly. Farmers are getting crores of farmers.
Okay, Mr. Agarwal, I'm completely out of time, but you're saying that welfare speaks. Thank you, Shama. Thank you, Mr. Agarwal, for joining us on NDTV. The fight over one word caste is really about India's path to equitable policy making. But caste census, like we saw, an idea that has brought several political parties on one page, can it really bring in real change, or is it just going to become a political weapon? With that, it's time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.